Can Sahaba stories illuminate the pillars of Islam? Imagine walking through history and seeing how the earliest Muslims practiced their faith with such dedication. The stories of the Sahaba, the Prophet Muhammad's companions, can help us understand the core acts of worship in Islam. These stories show real examples of how the 5 pillars of Islam were lived out with sincerity and sacrifice. They make the principles of faith, prayer, charity, fasting, and pilgrimage come alive in everyday life. The first pillar, Shahada, is about believing in the oneness of Allah and that Muhammad is his final messenger. The Sahaba embraced Islam despite facing harsh persecution. Their unwavering belief in Allah and his messenger shows how deep and genuine faith can be. Their trust in Allah's plan teaches us that true faith is about conviction and perseverance. When it comes to Salah, the Sahaba were known for praying on time, even in difficult situations like during battles or migration. Their humility and discipline in prayer reminded us that connecting with Allah is a continuous act that strengthens our spiritual bond. Their example encourages us to keep prayer a priority in our daily lives, no matter what challenges we face. Zakah, or charity, was a vital part of their lives. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, one of the closest companions, gave away his entire wealth to support the Muslim community. Their acts of generosity show how caring for others and supporting the community is a key part of Islamic life. Their example teaches us that giving is not just about money but about caring and sharing with sincerity. Fasting during Ramadan was also observed with patience and devotion by the Sahaba. They used fasting to develop self-control and empathy for those who are less fortunate. Their dedication shows us that fasting is more than abstaining from food and drink. It is a way to purify the soul and strengthen our trust in Allah. Hajj, the pilgrimage to Mecca, was performed by the Sahaba following the Prophet's instructions. Their participation demonstrated unity and equality among Muslims from all backgrounds. Their collective effort reminds us that Hajj is about submission to Allah and building a brotherhood that crosses all boundaries. Stories of the Sahaba also highlight qualities like courage, humility, brotherhood, and service. Their unity broke down tribal and racial barriers, setting a model for today's Muslim community. Their humility and selflessness in helping others teach us how to live modestly and serve with kindness. These stories inspire us to strengthen our faith, develop good character, and build a strong Muslim identity rooted in the core principles of Islam. Reflecting on these stories can motivate us to practice the pillars more sincerely. They show us that faith is active and alive, not just words. Their lives encourage us to trust Allah more deeply, pray with humility, give generously, fast with purpose, and perform Hajj with devotion. These stories also serve as a guide for Islamic parenting, teaching children the importance of faith, community, and character. In the end, the stories of the Sahaba help us see how the pillars of Islam are not just rituals but ways of life. They bring the core concepts of Islam into our hearts and daily actions. Their examples reminded us that strong faith and spiritual growth come from living with sincerity, humility, and love for Allah and His creation.